from Colorado Springs, Colorado, at home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. And the Falcons will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cardinals offense will get the football first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Taylor wants to throw it. Guard in the backfield. It's Jackson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Anthony. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. When you're dealing with the big tight end, you better get a bunch of hats around the football.
And here's the thing, Reese. These used to be big, slow tight ends. Now these guys are absolute freaks. They're so good. You can split them out wide. You can put them in the formation. They can do so much. And you see after the catch, hard to get to the ground.
The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
And the Cardinals will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So the Air Force Falcons offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a run.
Turning it on! It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Taylor wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The give to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying to impose their will with the run. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Falcon Stadium.
Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the 3rd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Now the pitch. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. On the option. Breaks the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense, defense, defense. No one is giving an inch, and the stats bear that out after 3. And this is just the way you want it. The game will be won or lost in the 4th quarter as we take a look at the stats through 3. Sends it back in motion. Off the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Falcons decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. This defense will try to get the ball back for their offense or at least prevent a score here late in the 4th. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw it. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Jackson. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Anthony. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Running back searching for a hole.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but then Love breaks into the open. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The Cardinals, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Goes to the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Gets the back moving. Big fullback's got it. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. Now on the option. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Defense has it. If he takes it all the way, they win the game.
And this is really frustrating as a coach. Great job running the option, making the right read, getting down the field. You got to take care of the football now. You did the hard part. We got to worry about taking care of the football and the option all the time. Get on the ground, live to fight another play.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Taylor wants to throw. It's complete to the right.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
The offense set for a first down play.
First down for the offense.
And wings it incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Third and long, and they don't want to move backwards to make sure they have a chance to kick an easy one and win it in OT. The give to the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's no good. He missed it. Field goal attempt is no good. It is a devastating blow to not come away with points here in overtime. We play on first down here in the second overtime period. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Here's a heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Third and long, and they love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. He's got it on the move. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Now the pressure switches to their defense. They've got to get a stop. Nothing to work with as they try to force another round of OT. First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. The give to the fullback. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Falcons have moved it inside the 20. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Third down now, and putting anything on the board will make them a winner here in OT. To throw, it's Tollefson. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that is such a big play by the defense here. Early in overtime, you come up with a massive negative play, getting the sack on third down, and this is no gimme kick. If they miss this field goal, your offense is back on the field, and all you've got to do is kick a field goal to win this thing.
A field goal would win it here, but they must think it's a little too tough, and they'll try to convert on fourth down in overtime. On fourth down, going to the air. Can't make the connection. They turn the ball over, and we will play another overtime.
Well, they couldn't come up with it there on fourth down in overtime, so now their defense comes onto the field, and a lot of pressure on this defense now to keep the O out of the end zone.
And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. Give to the big fullback. They're stopped on the two-point try, and we are still tied. After the stop, now a two-point try to win the game. Wants to pass. Under fire. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the two, and we'll play another overtime. So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that two-point conversion bag really is. The snap sets up to throw. Quickly complete. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense.
Remains tied.
They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. The give to the big fullback. They can't convert. That short yardage, condensed area, nobody got the 2, and we play on. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. They'll send the back in motion. They are stopped on the two-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense.
Remains tied.
They broke serve, now a chance to win it with a two-point conversion. The give. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the 2, and we'll play another overtime. Why not double the try total and go for 2? Taylor wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. They're stopped on the two-point try, and we are still tied. Now this two-point conversion attempt for the win. They'll power it inside with the fullback. He makes his way into the end zone, and they've got a 2-point lead. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dave.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack